know if that's too loud for you guys. Sorry, I meant to actually do a little predictions beforehand, but I was running a little late. Fancy.
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem.
Oh my god, they're just like sitting on lawn chairs. It looks so bad.
EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members.
I think I actually subscribed to that like once, and that was for a really mediocre game. The game wasn't even that good.
But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then
Very low? Okay.
to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans?
How's that?
You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right?
A little bit more? Okay.
Give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show.
How about that?
So without further ado,
This is
let's
at max
get things
volume.
started.
Of course, they would intro it with Battlefield. I don't know, I'm kind of mixed about it. Not really into World War II anymore. Right? Hey, you want to do this with me? We knew it would happen.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works, and you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more
Which is
gameplay
totally not
on what
realistic,
is
according
the
to them.
deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary,
Try.
you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain
Already really
advantages.
loud to me.
And our renowned destruction system is back
How was that?
and more impactful than ever. So, well,
That's too much.
you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for
How's
the
that?
looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing
Understand, didn't
the
they
war through the eyes of the
Do a
men and the
little reveal
women
of this
who
already?
shaped the world
Like
forever.
a week or two ago?
Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just
I'm right
the
there
beginning.
with you, man. I
We'll
don't
all go
particularly
on an
care,
expanding
though,
journey
to be honest.
the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every
She's
day,
39
We'll bring
right now.
something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
No. Everyone, oh my god.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield.
Of
So we bring
course.
those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience.
Oh boy,
so
Battle
we will
Royales
bring you
again.
experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic. Fighting across
Yes, because
multiple
the
maps
the
and
market
modes.
isn't totally saturated
Welcome
with battle
to your
royales right
next
now.
Battlefield experience.
We need another
and
one.
This is your first look at ground operations.
Because that's
This
what we
time,
needed.
Even featuring music.
I knew they would, COD and Battlefield would probably do Royale. I was hoping Battlefield wouldn't. Just a way to cash in. Is it me, or I just can't get hyped on these, like, cinematic trailers just because I'm like, just show me gameplay, please. Because this does, you're not gonna see any of this. Well, that's what everyone always liked about Battlefield. It has little big maps to fight in. And then you have, like, large-scale battles. That guy is definitely gonna live.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
Sus!
I mean... I'd be more interested if it wasn't World War II. Bottom line.
É preciso determinação. E
Dude,
vontade
there's
de
been an
vencer.
anime for that. There's been a live movie of that, like back in like
Tu
the
tens de
80s or
continuar a
90s,
acreditar.
like a Japanese.
Esta é a
It was
tua
called
oportunidade
Battle
de
Royale,
mostrares ao
actually.
mundo. Tu és campeão.
Something like that. I'll say it here. Anime and manga did it first. The Japanese did it first. In anime form. Oh my god, FIFA. Look at that. You hear that hype music? Holy moly. That was incredible. Oh my god, FIFA. This is what everyone wanted. This music was more hype than the Battlefield music, actually. I just wish there were like someone smudged it. There were like fingerprints
That's
all
the
over
UEFA
that
Champions
trophy,
League.
so it looked
The
so
pinnacle
bad.
of club football, where the world's best clubs compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game.
Jesus.
There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey.
If it was a
and
separate
in
conference,
FIFA Ultimate Team,
I
there'll be
would be
live
so
and
happy.
authentic
Then I
Champions
know what
League
to
content.
avoid
And
and
we'll
what
share
to
more
save
details
time
on
on.
that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all of that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment. From
It's
your
just
tactical
not our
approach to the match
kind
to
of
each
game, dude.
technical
That's it.
touch.
But it doesn't stop
And we
me from
know
saying I
how passionate
don't like
you are
playing
about
these games.
gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision.
I know people
for
that
FIFA
enjoy playing
19
these sports
with
games,
input from
for
our
sure.
community. From hands-on
They don't
tests with
play.
beginners
They don't end up
to
playing games like
detailed feedback
Knights of the
sessions with
Republic or
FIFA
anything
pros.
like, or Witcher.
And we're
They
going
like
to be sharing
playing
a
their
lot more
sports
about
games.
gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the
Yes, we
quality
bonded
bar in
over our
gameplay
hate.
was raised yet again this year.
The strongest path.
So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also,
real
of course,
thing.
we're extremely excited
I knew someone
for
that
everybody to play it when we
only
launch
played,
on
like,
September 28th.
NFL games,
And
FIFA,
that's our
baseball
FIFA
games,
19
and he
news,
also sometimes
headlined
played
by the UEFA
Uncharted.
Champions League. But I just
That
wanted
was
to
it.
take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory.
Nobody
But for your
cares.
country, it's this trophy,
Hasn't been the audience be kind of
the
dead?
World Cup.
It's like they just woke up. Or
And
just
with the
hungover.
tournament
It's
starting
like,
in
oh
just
my
5 days,
god.
we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game
They're not
with
your
a free
friends.
World Cup experience.
Only play
on
FIFA, it's a
PlayStation 4,
FIFA machine, then
Xbox
get outta
One,
here.
PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But
Oh
you
my
can take
god, I
Ronaldo
could play
of
this on
Portugal
my
to the
Nintendo
first World Cup victory.
Switch?
Or
What?
you can write your own story with
Instead
some
of
great
playing
nations who
killer
didn't
games?
qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy
playing
dream
some
a
quality
reality
games?
for your home country like
Kidding me?
mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only
can play this on the go?
350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
They're more excited than the crowd at this press conference.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so
This is
far.
like a work
But we don't
seminar
want
or
to stop there.
something.
We want to invite
It's like
everyone
politely
to come
laugh,
and join the celebration.
politely clap.
So I'm pleased to announce
Watch the
that for a
presentation.
limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free. Yeah. So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little
Okay, I'm
mini World
definitely
Cup tournament.
Definitely
And this
going
summer
to
will bring
not
so
watch
much
that.
more for FIFA fans.
Totally
Plenty
going
of
to watch
FIFA
it.
18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank
Oh.
you, and auf Ravistan!
No, let's play Borderlands. I'd rather play Borderlands. Let's, please, anything but this. I'd play golf. Let's go play mini golf, actually, in real life. That sounds like a lot more fun.
It is the big day, on the biggest stage, at the World Cup.
I'll be very disappointed if it's no one from Vape Nation.
Good morning. EA Sports FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either.
He doesn't give off
bringing
that
the
evil
Champions League and the
corporation
World
vibe
Cup and so much
as much
other
as
greatness
Pete
for FIFA
Hines
this year. We can't
from
wait for you
Bethesda.
to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we get
This guy
before
is
we move
bad
on, I'd like to
news.
share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books
The only thing
has
coming out of his
never
mouth.
been
We
easier.
want your money.
And we believe that
We want to
disruption
milk you
is
dry
going to be
rather than
have
milk
a
you over
profound
again.
impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend
I think it was
our thinking
FIFA
and
that they
extend our
said, yeah, we don't
pioneering
care about
into this cloud
European
gaming world.
regulations.
For
We're
many
just gonna
people,
put
that's
back
going to mean
loot boxes,
extending the experiences
even
they
though
already
the-
play on our partner platforms.
The governments
For
are cracking
others,
down on
it's
that.
going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've
the
got a
hell
tech
is
demo
that?
running. All of
Playing
our
on that-
games
are you playing
streaming
on your
in HD from the
phone?
cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for
My
full
God, how much does that
market
controller
prime time
cost?
yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So three
God,
things
another
you need to know
tier.
about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games,
Oh,
starting
God.
with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access
All
to
right.
the Vault.
The only
our
thing I care
library of
about,
over
Anthem.
100
Is it any
games
good?
From EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch
Or
later this summer.
A really good Mirror's
That's
Edge
a little
game.
later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
That it makes me sick. Is it actually worth getting this? Ever? Like this EA access? Oh hey, Mass Effect Andromeda, it's an okay game actually. I need to go back to playing The Sims sometime. Make some crazy houses again. Premiere? It's
Hey,
like,
everybody!
does it give you more games?
What's up?
That's
So
it?
I'm here, sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn.
Oh,
What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
either he
I'm
announces
feeling
a Star
great.
Wars or he
I love this
announces
stuff. I
Titanfall
love seeing
3.
new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that meta on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game's going to be. And we're going to...
Oh, come on.
We're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
Oh, please, let it be.
So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
That is such a... Oh my god.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the Dark Times. Trying to be a little vague
that
here,
mean?
but when the Jedis are being hunted, so
that's any time.
Spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time.
So Rebels timeline.
Any other tidbits?
Okay.
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
It is a really bad way to announce this. It's just in the crowd.
Serious.
It's amazing.
Oh, don't bring up that word, man.
People are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
Show something?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019.
So it means I don't care.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
Holiday next year.
Now
Don't care
that we know,
then.
we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
What was the point of this?
It was great
just
to
see
say,
hey,
we're
making on a game. This is the name. That's it.
We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Please. No.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics
just a little
for
off
players
here,
to collect.
Just a little bit.
So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And
what about Galactic Conquest?
Thank you.
Not
it turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt.
How about that seamless
so, as you might know,
going
we're
from planet to space?
In our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week.
Oh my
It's
God.
headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be
I have never played Battlefront 2.
Squad system
oh
to the
God,
game,
they have that
which will
new
allow
boy's
you
face.
to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out
God, I hate that old
But that's not all.
new look.
We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features
the best part
a
of this
very
game?
iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited
I
to
thought
confirm
Criterion
that
was
Battlefront
actually in
2
charge of that.
This year, we'll
Which
be
is why
going
it
deep
felt pretty
into the
good.
Clone Wars.
What is it, the Clone Wars?
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels,
Why is it
including
always
the largest
Geonosis?
level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce
Of course,
the
General
most
Grievous.
powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes,
But
he
he
will
got
be going
beaten
up
by a
against my
blaster.
own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wait, they didn't add him until now?
Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years.
What?
So, but we're
Been that
not
long?
done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring
Nobody
balance
cares about
to the
Dooku.
Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, sure, I guess.
The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to
I'm
Battlefront.
very disappointed too.
We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright
You know,
future. Thank you
I
very
would've been
much
okay
for
if they announced,
playing
like,
the
a
game, providing us
Jar
with your
Jar.
feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build.
Just
There
have
would
a
be
bunch
no
of Jar Jar.
Battlefront without you. So thank you. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Darth Jar Jar, Jedi Jar Jar, Senate Jar Jar, Jester Jar Jar. Wait, that's everyone. Titanfall's dev announced a Star Wars game set in between episode 3 and 4, Mr. Rising. That's it. Everything else has been poo-poo. What is this? I always think it's like Mac or whatever. They announced they were talking about Battlefield 5 at the beginning. There's gonna be a Battle Royale mode in that game.
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is
No, they
rekindled.
didn't really do gameplay.
And it leads
They were
you
telling
off
about some
on an
features, that's
adventure.
it.
So welcome to Unravel 2.
You know, I never played the first Unravel, this is the first time I ever heard of it. Yeah, he's
It's a
nervous.
game about
it's
fresh
endearing.
starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure.
The platformer?
This game, it's quite different
I don't
from
know
the
what
first.
kind of game
it's,
this is.
It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage.
You're gonna judge
So,
me only on
producer at
that?
Oldwood.
Not that bad at puzzles.
And
Just that
we're
one.
going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Wow, that sounds very sad. You can play co-op with yourself. Oh, I guess I could do that.
Prepared?
There we are. So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments.
It actually
places
doesn't
were,
look
like,
that bad,
fun
to
and
be
exciting.
honest. Really doesn't. I'm not hating it.
And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come join me.
Is it?
So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue.
For some reason, I felt like I was slightly getting some Limbo Guy vibes, like that indie game.
And the bird is back.
Oops.
Oh, we would have a horrible time. We're still supposed to be playing Portal 2, but this I think we would.
All right.
I think you guys would enjoy.
And I'll catch you. There you go.
Can I swing now?
Okay, you go ahead.
I would probably have to get it. I think he would agree to this.
So here it goes. Oh. Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it?
I don't think he's great at platformers either, so we're gonna be bad.
Faster.
We're getting chased by a big turkey, and yeah. We'll just place bets. Just place bets. Who gets eaten first?
I'll go up and distract the grass. You can.
I'll sneak up here.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me.
My money's on
Keep
John,
him over to the
just
left.
because I'll probably end up doing something
Now
to
I'll go.
sabotage his life.
Alright. Now
I'll
pull you
up
up.
here.
There you go.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah, finally.
Or can we?
Is it weird? I'm just rooting for the turkey, actually.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2.
He just wants to play.
Yeah,
That was
I
actually
really hope you like it.
Not bad.
And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been
solid.
completely
I actually want to play
amazing
it.
team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and
Co-op
thank you
looks
to
like
those,
fun.
and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Everything has a battle royale, even this. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this. What if there was a FIFA battle royale? Fight for that ball. Is the first one worth trying? I might do that. Like, is it co-op too on the first one? That is... Oh, nice. You actually use the yarn thread to solve puzzles. I like that. Oh, it's not co-op? Oh. I do want to play this now. I want to play the first one. Sure. I was... okay. I was trying not to say that. Don't worry, I'll be saying to my buddy Sean, whoever I play with, like, we're connected, man.
Thank you, Martin, and the
We're
brilliant
always
team
together.
at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today.
What?
Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take
damn,
these
I
two
need to play
Yarnies
this.
on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
Okay, that is legit cool.
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel. to seek out the most creative, independent
The Snake
developers and bring
Sutherland.
them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph
Near King,
Fares
we
was
could
up
play
here on
this.
stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out.
Oh, I still
And
need to
think
play
we all
that.
can
I still
remember
need to
that.
play this game.
And you
Way
might
Out.
even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow,
I remember
in March,
that.
that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun.
I
and
love
it's
that
something
guy.
fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million
the
players in the
Oscars.
first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Jomai Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Jomai Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude, huh?
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic
these.
Patrick was, and that afterwards, like our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited. Thank you.
I need to have more of these.
We are Jomai, a
Passionate
small indie game
devs.
studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly
You could probably take
every
lessons
human
from her
being
then.
can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In
Does it?
SOS,
It
we
sounds
try
like,
to show how people
what's her name?
experience different kinds of
The main baddie.
loneliness, but also
Or one of the main baddies,
how
the woman.
outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real?
Interesting idea.
This world that I live in is empty and cold.
The way she was describing it, though, I thought it'd be like way darker. The setting, you know, very bright.
I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you.
I guess I was expecting it to be
so
more
long
bleak of a setting.
I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new.
Visually, it looks
Alone in
fantastic.
my room, I tremble for you.
Okay. Okay. Not bad. I need to see more of it though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
But I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover.
Oh, is this gonna be a basketball story game now?
We're balling. Be ready.
Wasn't there like a FIFA story game last year?
With the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next.
The last NBA game I ever played was NBA Street Volume 2.
Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball,
The second FIFA story?
you're on my court.
I don't know, I just... I don't follow it.
I'm the one. And this is my squad.
Oh, it's just NBA lot, whatever.
My name's Shea Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Madden belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
There's a belt for
Night
this?
for young Kiv. He's been stuck
What?
in the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low.
I love how intense this is. We're just playing a game on the couch.
Greeny's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. He throws it high, and young Kev is going to be your champion.
Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
I don't know, man. It's just... It's hard for me to... get past... Like, they take it so seriously. It's just... They put it in these things. I'm just like, okay.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh my god.
As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up.
Yeah. He did it. He got that belt.
Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm, so then I picked up Madden. And at first, I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow. Okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's number one. Number two.
Who, the guy that won?
You said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So, like, what did you do?
How could you be?
I
You're
chased that
kidding.
money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times.
I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness. And
Oh,
that's
the
why I
man on the
got this
left.
belt.
That's awesome.
I
That
thought
belt
you were
is
he's
so
like,
amazing.
that you're
There's
gonna
a lot of,
follow
bling
the
on that belt for you.
the guy.
Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
You just let him take it. Like, yeah, okay, man.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these.
No. Oh no.
To the very top of the mountain. You battle through the pain and failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see. See that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all, but about all the moments that got you here.
I miss the days where it's just like, let's have fun with these trailers or these. This is so serious. Like, don't be surprised if they started putting in like bone crunching it.
Or will you define the moment?
If you're really interested in like a more interesting football game, go play like Bloodborne or something.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live, winner-take-all, head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up,
getting interested. I was like,
the missile.
in Madden?
It takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's
like,
it.
Oh.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room, if you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
He's actually a pretty good strategy game player, pro strategy game player.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon.
But he's playing
Please join
mobile
me in
game.
welcoming to the stage Nick at Night. Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
I never thought I'd be
the players ready? Let's get this thing
watching
going.
them play on their phones.
Let's do it.
All right, let's
For a
kick
press
this
conference.
off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
the
kick
match. Here we go.
this off. As the players' bases have been deployed and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out
I
to
wouldn't
hold
say
that
that.
top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first. In a strategy game, that flank position that In Control is going for on the top side, also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1.
It's
Is
with
he
the
able to
cap
get there?
2 control points.
Getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep. Nick and Knight with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover
as much as I hope.
As attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
Yeah, he's done a great job of holding that down with the turret.
I mean,
and now
look
he's
what we're
moving
watching.
vehicles to the south
What do you
side, bringing
expect
out
me
more
to
infantry to deal with the attack
We're watching
bikes.
two players
and as that
play a
economy
game
ramps up,
on their
of course, we're seeing
phone,
bigger, more powerful
and they're
units come
commentating it.
out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help
There it is.
flank
Putting
those
some
flame
flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those
At
infantry.
an E3 press
And In Control
conference.
brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now.
Oh,
Both
there it is.
two zones in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around
What
to
is
that
this?
top corner, able to
I'm trying
hold
to
that
figure what
missile.
genre
He
this
does
is.
contest the
Command and
missile, putting it
Conquer?
into the yellow position.
I love
Very
Command and
important, of course,
Conquer.
blocking the pathing of those units is another big
is Command
factor
and
for this
Conquer.
strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile,
And that
fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a
man, you got
moment's
no
time.
reason.
In Control's very heavy artillery
talk.
force has been doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
It is Command and Conquer, the mobile game.
And we can see as
Why?
more Nick and Knight's
I love
forces
Command
move
and
up towards that
Conquer.
north position,
Their
those
cheesy
harvesters, of course,
cutscenes are
very
amazing.
Crucial, very important to protect those, as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is
This
trying to get
is
in there, but there's a
amazing.
great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards the
Is this what they did to Command and Conquer?
Yeah, bring in the
Oh my
flag of
God, I
forces,
love the
doing
old ones.
amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings
They
in the
reduced
laser
it to a
infantry on the
mobile
south side
game.
as well
Yeah.
to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far
Why?
side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to
Wow,
firing
look at
with
this.
3 zones in control for Nick and Knight, looking to set
I don't
things
know, I don't
back the other way. In
play
Control trying to
mobile
rally
games,
his
really.
forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine.
Exactly, man.
Gonna rip- and this is
Those
watch out for this
cutscenes
missile.
are the
And Nick
rewards.
and
There
Knight's
it
gonna
goes.
fire that one off and settle
All right.
for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile
Which
wins.
player
Let's see what happens.
will have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of
There
In
he is.
Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit
Wow.
to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold
This
them
missile is
longer.
nearly going to fire.
It can be
That's
stolen at
80%.
any
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
He's got it, Max.
There it is!
He's gonna take it, defeating Nick at
That
Night
was
here
legit.
2-1.
Dude, that was epic.
Oh
Amazing.
man,
What a match. Thank
you don't
so
understand.
much.
Command and
That was
Conquer
awesome.
had
Any
real
thoughts,
actors
guys?
doing it. It was
I just
cheesy.
came to make mammoth
it was
tanks, so I've done my job.
cheesy.
Absolutely.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you
We
so
saw a
much.
little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick at Night, and In Control. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command and Conquer Rivals.
No.
Rivals reimagines
No,
the
who
real-time
wanted
strategy
this?
experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick,
Okay, since
competitive
they
head-to-head matches that are
Gave so much
fueled
time
by
to this. I
skill
expect them
and
to give so
strategy.
much time into Galaxy
Now,
of
Rivals
Heroes.
will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head
but
to the
Dark
Google Play
Forces,
Store, search
like the
Command and
Star
Conquer
Wars
Rivals.
game?
The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
Anthem? Anthemu? Oh, this is just whatever. I played that last year. Dark Forces 2. The Jedi Knight. That has real actors in it. I don't know how you could be a pre-alpha. Alpha's already the early stage. It's not ready for release. That looks so different. So cartoony compared to this. Oh, not Kane.
Command and Conquer for a new generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better, and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact.
They should change that.
Millions of you
They got
out
the
there
L. Pay to give.
participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give.
Use
And
that
to celebrate
hashtag too.
that,
It's not
we
EA Play anymore.
contributed
EA
a
Pay.
total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks
Don't
for the
believe them
incredible
when they say
privilege
we just
of making
love
games for
making
all of you.
games.
Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
I totally saw that teleprompter right in the background.
And left our world in chaos,
Oh, please show gameplay.
Creating.
I don't want to see anymore.
altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls.
Oh, it's
can't
just the story trailer. You know what those suits remind me of? It reminds me of those soldiers in Mass Effect 3. What's it? Cerberus. They look like Cerberus, like, soldiers.
It wants to destroy us all.
I'm like getting vibes of Mass Effect, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably the same one. I'm like waiting to see if they show any gameplay. Not just like little tidbits. Anything?
How cool was that trailer? You guys have seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us.
Show lots
Ladies
of
and gentlemen,
gameplay.
please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and
Casey Hudson. Casey.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right? Yep.
Lots
It's going
fun.
to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off.
Toe
But
Shrug
before
Lord,
you
for
came
sure,
back,
man.
you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really
Thought he
love
says that, and
the
then all I
stories
saw
from
was
BioWare,
like
but
all we saw first
I
was
think we're kind of curious
multiplayer.
how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the
it's
first
a
things that we
service.
hear
Here we
from
go.
our community is they
This
want to
is
continue to play in our worlds when they've
exactly
finished
the
Mass
vibes I
Effect or
got from
Dragon
Destiny.
Age. Players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything.
I am getting a
new
lot of
moment
Destiny
with
vibes from
a
this.
character that you've grown to love, or
Games
event
are
in
a
the world
service.
that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
So I'm waiting for that gameplay,
Well, what's
right?
really
This is real exciting.
for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those
doesn't
things
sound like
pushing
you can.
against
It sounds
each
like
other, means that
you're
the world
always
is
connected
constantly being
online. You
reshaped
have to
in
be.
new
It's
and
like Destiny
unpredictable
is.
ways.
Like
Yeah,
the
violent
moment you
storms,
disconnect, you can't
mutated
go on.
creatures, gigantic
Like a
monsters.
server-based
It's
thing.
a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there
They
maybe
say it's
don't
a
stop to think about.
not a multiplayer
is
focus,
just
but I'm
how
getting
much
the
work
vibe.
goes
It is a
into
multiplayer
creating
focus.
A new intellectual property
But it has
or IP, as we've been saying.
a greater
now,
emphasis
we've seen all
on
these different
single
creatures,
player.
and Mark, you mentioned the storms.
that can mean
What's the process of
fuck all,
creating
to
a
be
game
honest.
like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. You know, and then really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, you know, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and yeah, it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world
There's a lot
almost
of
in real
buzzwords
time, a
that I'm
dramatic
just-
event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay
I
to
think
lore.
what needed to happen is just
I mean,
you need
all
to
of the moving
stop
parts of the
talking about
dynamic
like
world
what vision
sound really
you wanted
cool the way that
and
they sound like they're going to come
show
together. But even though
what
there's
people
obviously
playing
a
this
lot
game
going
will
on,
do.
it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of Creation. And so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them
Mjolnir armor.
javelins, and there are
Master Chief.
4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
Mage.
Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember
lightning.
is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to
During the
engage in,
story,
or the,
I guess
or
I was
the
on the
javelins that your
opposite
friends are
end.
using.
I was like,
So really what this allows us to do
just going
is
into this, I wasn't.
we built the suits
That's not
to look
what I
like
was
they're built
worried
from the
about.
materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things.
This is
Really
definitely
designed
the tank.
for up close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Oh my god, they chose the most stationary one to
I'm
start
just
off
gonna
with.
say the Storm looks like it's gonna be my favorite. I'm sure
Why
you guys
didn't
out
you
there
show
are
off
taking your
some
faves
flashy
right now
gameplay?
too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're gonna take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is gonna be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics?
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Yay.
So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, we talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, you know, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So, you know, I think here we're going to see the Colossus, you know, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay, if we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, you know, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger.
They're like, hey, we
shooting
don't have
down
season
from
passes.
above.
Hey, we don't
and then
have
they're using
loot boxes.
you know, combos and
Hey, we
special
don't have
abilities
BS
and stuff like that.
microtransactions.
But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story,
Loot-based multiplayer,
you're going to be able to
open,
do that.
like,
now going out into an open world like
with
this
other people.
By yourself is going to be a little bit
It's
more
EA's
challenging
Destiny.
than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
It is very similar.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
is like
gonna be
Monster
a little
Hunter
bit more
Destiny.
difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that?
Oh, please,
All
yes.
right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
I want to see the other classes. I want to see, like, the... What was it, that mage class? Or that other one? The one that looks like he's just really fast.
Freelancer, time
see how that
to get
works.
to work. Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Damn it, they're gonna show Colossus. Is that the Interceptor? He looks, yeah, he looks like really quick kind of thing. Because this is all I can show. Yeah, BioWare and
What's the plan here?
I expect them to show like quality
Take a look around the
product
area, but,
looking like the
be
looks of
careful.
it. At least. Like, I just want to know more about this game. Amazing. I'm just not sold on it.
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
Oh, they're gonna have this
Look at all
voice
the
chat again.
weapons. Oh, and the turrets. Better move quickly.
Like, hey, I like that piece of loot you picked up. Oh yeah, man, I farmed all night last night for it. It's going to look sick. What do you think it looks like? I'll help you go find it. Casually running through mines. Oh, nice. Okay.
There's a
What
shape
class
relic.
is this?
Wait,
Oh,
something's
come on.
odd. Get a closer look,
Like,
would you?
switched for like half a second.
See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
You're not good enough for Casey. That's cool though. You have to prove your worth. Combo. That is
Return them to the
exactly
relic. You've got
like
to silence it fast.
Andromeda. Do combo detonations and everything. Looks like they got a bunch of things from Andromeda. Still need to play too, man.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
I'm just hoping it's better than Destiny. Destiny 2 was not what I wanted. Honestly, it's looking better than Destiny. Like, I could see myself being more into this than Destiny. That wasn't much gameplay. I thought it was voice chat, but I think it's just the voice lines for the character. I think they actually have a voice actor for the male and female.
Yeah, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare
Next
team.
February,
I know
huh?
You guys have that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right.
Give
see
it
you
up
there.
for Casey Hudson, everybody. I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause.
I don't know, I'm
some of what you saw today,
still not sold
you
on
guys
this
have
game.
To wait to play, but you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also
Unravel 2
available
looks
today.
awesome.
Plus, you can take on your friends in Command and
That's the
Conquer
best thing
Rivals
about this.
starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference. And have a great weekend.
Okay, so... So there was really no Star Wars. Again. I mean, we're just gonna keep doing this. The only thing they announced was more DLC for Battlefront.